our group project for the subject MAT575 for the topic Newton forward divided difference.
Let me introduce our team members. Me, Rajana Atira binti Raja Muhammad Farid, and my partner is Siti Nur Farisha binti Ruslan. For the first one, we have descriptions of work. The speed at which a vehicle changes its position with respect to times is referred to as its velocity. It is a key idea in the context of physics and transportation, and it offers crucial knowledge on the speed and directions of a moving object. Vehicle velocity is an important statistic that combines a speed and direction. It provides key information for safe and effective transportation, as well as having a big impact on the technology advancements and scientific study.
Next, we move to the problem statement. In our case, we want to identify the equation of the curve between the time and velocity of the bus. Velocity is a vector quantity in physics and describes the rate at which an object changes its position with respect to the time. The interpolation problem investigates whether a particular type of curve can pass through a given set of random points. For example, take 3 points on a line. Newton forward divided difference interpolation method is valid for estimating the value of the dependent variable under the given values of the independent variable are at equal interval.
Next, this is our data set for the bus. The variable used for this case is the time taken in the unit of hour and our velocity in the unit of kilometer per hour. We collect about 13 data set of the journey of the bus. Alright, this is our graph that have been plotted. Our x-axis is time in unit of hour and our y-axis is our velocity in the unit of kilometer per hour. We divided it into several parts of the graph to get the equation separately to make it more easier. We have the first part that has been labeled as x1 for example, next x2, x3 and so on.
Next, we move to the solution. This is the Newton forward divided difference table. This is the table for the first function that include the values of x, function x, first divided differences and second divided differences. Next, we use the Newton forward divided difference interpolation formula to find an interpolating polynomial so that we get this equation. Moving on, this is the table for the second function that also include the values of x, function x, first divided differences and second divided differences. Then we use the same formula like the previous formula so that we get the second equation. Moving on, this is the table for the third function that also include values of x, function x, first divided differences and second divided differences. Then we use the same formula to find the third equation. Next, moving on to the fourth table that also include the values of x, function x, first divided differences and second divided differences. Next, we use the same formula to get the fourth equation. Moving on, next, this is the last table for the Newton forward divided differences interpolation. They include the value of x, function x, first divided differences, second divided differences, third divided differences, and fourth divided differences. Next, we also use the same formula so that we get this equation.
Moving on, there are some benefits of Newton divided difference to society. The first one is accuracy. When utilized with enough data point, Newton's split difference interpolation can produce extremely precise function approximations. In scientific and engineering application where exact modeling is required, this accuracy is essential. For the second one is efficiency. When utilized for interpolation with a lot of data points, the method is computationally efficient. The minimal redundant computation used in the calculation can help save time and computational resources. And the last one is ease of implementation. Students, researchers, and practitioners in a variety of academic and professional domains can use the method because it is reasonably simple to put into the practices.
Next, we move to the benefit of Newton forward divided difference interpolation to industry. First, predictive modeling that can be applied to make estimates based on historical data, which is helpful in fields such as finance, marketing, and epidemiology. Second, regression analysis that can be used to carry out regression analysis, which is crucial for evaluating relationship between variables in statistics, economics, and other subjects.
So this is the conclusion. Based on its precision, simplicity, and effectiveness, Newton divided difference interpolation is a strong and adaptable method that is frequently utilized in many different domains. It is a useful tool for data analysis and modeling in science, engineering, and mathematics, since it enables data smoothing, regression analysis, and approximation of functions, among other things.